Alright, what's up everybody? Matthew Jinks here, and this time I had a follower on my Facebook Technique page ask me how he could improve his bass drum technique, and he wasn't very specific, so I'm just going to go over some simple things you could do to improve your all-around bass drum work. So generally I'm just going to do single bass drum, even though I have two bass drums. I'm just going to assume most people, if you're just starting out, you're probably just going to have one. So you just want to start out, you know, you should start out flat-footed, as in with your heel down, just making sure that you know your heel is on the heel plate, and that you're using the ball of your foot to get, you know, as strong as you can, a good press into your pedal. Now you always want to think of putting your energy down into the ground, down into the pedal, straight down. The illusion is, you know, since the beater's going forward, lots of people want to move their energy forward, you know, and that's how people end up kicking their bass drum forward and away from them. You know, well, you'll get a stronger sound if you push your energy down, because that's the way the pedal goes. The pedal goes down, so you should want your energy to go down. All right, so you know, once you do that, you know, and you can understand that, you'll get a much stronger bass drum sound. Now you don't really need to worry about keeping your beater into the bass drum head. You know, all that really does is dampen the sound. As you can see now, I'm leaving the beater in the head. Now this is not leaving the beater in the head. You know, there's a slight difference. I don't know if you can tell the difference over the video, but anytime you do that to a drum, leave the stick in the drum, it muffles the drum. When you don't do that, the drum rings. Okay, so basically the same thing happens to a bass drum. You'll get a thuddier sound when you do that, for sure. But sometimes if you're, you know, just learning, especially if you're playing with your heel down, you could hurt yourself a little bit. So I think for now, just worry about getting a good, strong, you know, bass drum sound. Okay, so then always count. You know, bass drum usually lives on 1 and 3, so and snare drums 2 and 4, and you have your eighth notes over here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So just start with that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you can lift your heel up, use your leg a little bit for weight. That's going to give you a stronger bass drum sound. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't count eighth notes. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And once you got a handle on that, start adding eighth notes to your bass drum pattern. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3. Stuff like that. Start mixing it up. You know, just making sure you can do it consistent. You know, if you can do it 4 times without messing it up, you probably have it. You know, try to get the same sound out of each bass drum note. Now, for double strokes, if you're a little more advanced and you're worried about foot speed, you know, now you got to do something totally different. So now you have to keep your heel up and kind of treat your heel and your ankle kind of like your wrist. you know, when you're doing doubles. You know, so I like to use patterns like that. Or you could do shuffle patterns where like a triplet feel, like constantly doing doubles. You know, and then there's more emphasis on that second note, so that you know you have to control the space and make sure that you know that second note doesn't die off. Because the second note is actually your downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You know, so since that second note has to be strong because it's your downbeat, you know, you're gonna work a little extra hard to make sure that it's nice and clear. So that when you go back to doing like a 16th note syncopated pattern, like you know, you'll have that foot speed build up in there from doing that constant shuffle. Try those few things, see how it goes for you, and if you know that didn't quite help you, you know, I'm sure it kind of steer you in the right direction at least. You know, the basic thing is, you know, when you're trying to work your feet in, treat your feet like you do your hands. Okay, that's the easiest thing you can do, and go from there. All right, so like and subscribe and keep drumming.